Hi everybody, it's Marcy, and I got something I've been dying to make today that we're gonna be cooking. First, a couple shout outs to Dave Myers. I was gonna start this right at around 3, and then Dave Myers texted me. I was supposed to be on a call at 3, so luckily I made that. Thank you for that. Jen Sennett, oh my gosh, you are making me laugh so much with some of your posts. Let me think. One of hers was, I guess it's a bad idea to name a dog Shark and take it to the beach. And then another one, what did she just put up? Oh, always keep your receipt. You might need it as an alibi. Larry, I need some products. I want to talk to you. I need something coming up, so we'll have to connect. So today we're going to make some, what do they call it? Yogurt bark, okay? I'm going to put this down here. It's protein bark. It's full of fruits and vegetables. Oh my gosh. And thank you for all the people who told me about the fruit stand. It's on Manchester. I called up. I told them I wanted strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, watermelon even. And they did all the shopping, called me when it was ready. I paid over the phone. They put it in our trunk. It was awesome. And the fruit, I didn't cut up one of the strawberries. Look at that. They're huge. I didn't cut up one because I too was more than I really needed. Okay, what else? I think that is, that were the couple shout outs I needed to do right now. Okay, so for this bark, I have Greek yogurt, and I always like the vanilla flavor. Here, I want to make sure that this is on. I'm going to measure it into here. And yes, I am measuring again, because this is the first time I've made this, but don't worry, I won't measure everything. Okay, and I'm making half of the recipe. It calls for 2.5 cups, but quite honestly, the reason I'm not gonna make 2.5 cups is because I wanna have some of the yogurt left. So I'm gonna do a cup, and that'll serve as about 1/4 right there. Okay, because I do love this Greek yogurt, and I wanna save it for some other stuff, so don't wanna use it all up. Okay, so it calls for that, and now I'm not gonna measure. 1 1/4 cups Greek yogurt, and like I said, this is half, and then a teaspoon, oh that is going to take forever this way, of some honey. There's so many honey places around. I always like to try and get local, and this one seems to have hardened a bit. You guys have to love my videos because nobody else's are like mine. Oh, it's sort of soft. Okay. Do you know honey is the one food that never spoils? Of course, it does crystallize, but okay. And then, really, that's the main part. I'm going to scrape out some more of this yogurt. So now I'm just going to stir that together. Oops, sorry, dog hair. My dog, that's like horrible. I could never do that at a party, but that's the way it is. Okay, then the other thing I'm gonna put in is our Super Berry Protein Smoothie Mix. Okay, and 1 scoop of this is all of the cocoa flavanols that you would need for a day. And it's also a whole bunch of protein. How many? 20 grams of protein in 1 scoop. So I'm gonna put, since you're not gonna probably eat this whole thing, I'm gonna put in 1.5 scoops. The recipe calls for 3, but we're cutting it. Okay. Oh, the other thing about that fruit and vegetable stand I told you about. Whoopsie, wow. I'm like stirring like crazy. Look at this. You're either gonna love me or hate me for this. Marshmallows from cereal. How many of your kids pick all those out and just eat that? You could put more in and get them to eat the real cereal. Okay, so we're stirring this up, sending it all over the kitchen, because I like to be like the most unorganized cook on the internet. Okay, it's stirred up really well. And the chef who did this, Chef Gift, actually said to fold in some berries. I don't really trust myself to be able to do it really well like that, so I'm gonna some of the berries he said to fold in, some he said to add afterwards. And Dave, I know you love my my M&M bowl. I haven't looked to see if anybody's commenting. Okay. Hi Barb. Hi Caroline. My sister always calls during my live. Okay, so I've got some parchment paper on a cookie sheet. I hope this comes out like Chef Gifts looked like it did. Okay. Scrape it all out on there. And so now this not only is a healthy snack because it's made from, seriously, yogurt and protein, our protein smoothie mix. You're gonna add some fruit to it. All it has in it so far is a teaspoon of honey, which is absolutely not bad for you. Now, I mean, you could add some other stuff to it, which I'm gonna add a little bit of it. I can't believe that this is only half a recipe. Wow, this is awesome. Okay, so then they say go ahead and add some other things, like these strawberries I've cut up. I'm gonna sprinkle those around. I cut up some, I didn't cut them up. I just washed some blueberries and blackberries. Let's get some fruit all over every place. And like I said, I've never made this before. Oh, by the way, the soup I made yesterday was so good. The one thing I would change is I would add less potatoes. I would do only like a couple potatoes on it because it was still good, but Josh said it tasted a little starchy. Okay, I've got that. I'm gonna add a little bit of almonds, give it a bit of a crunch. Some slivered almonds. And of course, you guys know I love the pepitas. I'm gonna just toss a few of those on. Okay, what the heck, we'll finish the bag. And I'm gonna do a few of the cocoa nibs. Oh, I should be showing you these things, shouldn't I? Cocoa nibs. And this will also give it a nice crunch. Okay, now all you have to do is stick this in the freezer. And if I was like Julia Child, I would say stick this in the freezer and then pull one out, but I don't have that. So we're gonna stick this in the freezer. It's gonna harden up in a couple hours. You can break it off, and it's like a really healthy snack that I think your kids will love. Other ideas for kids this week? Oh, I had some good ones. And I looked this one up. I checked these out. So go Google cooking in space or NASA, something like that. And they talk about all the different ways to cook in space and certain things you can't have. I wish we could do, if anybody wants to send an answer in, text it in there. 5 things that they don't put into space that you could eat. Wow, that sounded really bad the way I said that. There are 5 things you can't have in space, food-wise. Anybody want to guess? Go ahead. I'm going to start telling you. Bread, for some reason, does not hold up well. I thought that was interesting. Alcohol, apparently the Russians let them have like some alcohol. We don't. Salt and pepper, they say, really can mess things up there. I thought that makes sense. But they have like a liquid version of it they can use. Soda, the carbonation does something weird in space too. And that's fascinating to me also. And you know that astronaut ice cream that you can always buy at science centers and stuff? Never been in space. Okay, so go and look at it, and they show how they cook things, stuff that's prepared, and then somebody was doing a whole thing on cooking, just trying to cook in space with different ways, like using Ziploc bags, stuff like that. But I thought that was really fun. The other thing I want to tell you is the people that I am giving out free chocolate for today is if you use my friend Linda O'Brien with the Travel Gals. Obviously, you're not traveling anywhere now, but think about like November, December, you're going to want to go someplace and you're going to have all kinds of vacation days because you're not using them up right now, I hope. Buckingham Pest Control is still making appointments going around because if you're quarantining, you really only want the living things in your house to be your family. You don't want other living things there. And Jeanette Neely, for those of you who keep Passover, tonight is when you break it. What better way to break it than with a cake from Nothing Bundt Cakes? Okay, so there's that. One of these days, I think I'm going to end up getting desperate and giving myself a haircut, but I'm way too scared to do that. So keep telling me when you see me, don't cut your hair. It would be a disaster. Sharon, I'm thinking of you. I love you. Hope you're feeling better soon. If you ever want to do anything with kids online, teaching classes or something, I could come up with something really fun and we could do a fun class. Any other specials or anything? Oh, our buy one, get one free ended yesterday, except for our cinnamon coffee, raspberry truffle, and lemon caramel bars because they all were a limited edition and they're sort of cleaning the shelves off. So those three things are still buy one, get one free. And I will not cut my hair, Caroline, unless I get really desperate. We'll see. Maybe I'll just like shave it all off. No, but I'll be able to do locks of love at least. So finally, just please be kind to one another. Thanks. Bye.